Good. I like when you turn your video live. I appreciate that. It makes it feel more like you're talking to real people, instead of just a screen. So congratulations. July was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, considering the dead of summer that it is. So good month. Not quite as good as June, but it was a very good month, and no complaints here. But it's kind of time to really get back to kicking some butt. I know down here in Florida, school starts like this week, either the end of this week or the first of next week. And, it's kind of back to business down here. And I mean, that our people get out of school like beginning of May. So they've already been out for a while. It's time to go back. But, you know, we're looking at a stretch, and if you've heard any of the company calls recently, you could tell they're a little aggravated that people are talking about a new product coming out in October, and they're not talking about doing business in July, August, and September. You could tell they can't bark at us too loud because we're not employees. We're a volunteer army. So, but they're aggravated with us. Okay. So I'm going to share with you that although we all know we have a GLP-1 product coming out, and it's a natural product, and it's going to activate that GLP-1 system in our bodies, and there's no side effects, and it's going to be great, just like collagen and Protandim, we do need to do business for 3 months before we get there. Okay. And one of the best things that you and I could be doing is getting them activated with our other activators. Because you remember when, and again, some of you are new, but some of you were here. Do you remember how amazing collagen worked when it came out? And do you remember why? And they had to go do additional studies because they had studied collagen before they gave it to us, but they hadn't given it to us. Okay. They had studied it with the general public, and they got great results with it, but they had no idea how much better the results were going to be when all of us activated people that were on Protandim NRF2 started using it. And the results was so much better than they had anticipated. And remember, they thought they were going to sell 1 million a month, and we were selling 4 million a month, and we sold them out. They were back ordered. All of that happened because we were activated. So what we want to do, yes, or October will be the biggest month the company has ever had in its history. Okay. You can take that to the bank. Okay. There's lawsuits coming with Ozempic and some of the other products. There's things coming down the road, and all those millions of people that have been doing those shots are going to be looking for something else to do, plus all the millions of people that couldn't afford the $1,200 a month to do the shots. Okay. And even the generic versions of Ozempic was still $500, $600, $700 a month. Okay. And our product's going to come in under 200, and it's a 2-product deal. So we got a lot of things lined up, but we got to get everybody activated before, so they don't just get results. Do you want them to just get results, or you want them to get great results? Okay. Would you like to see the same thing that happened with collagen, where they anticipate, I don't know what they're anticipating, let's just call it 2 million a month. They're anticipating that, and instead we do 8 or 10 million a month. Wouldn't that be cool if something really crazy like that happened? Well, that's going to depend, folks, on what you and I and our teams do over the next 10, 12 weeks before we get it. We got all of August, we got all of September, and it's 2 weeks into October before we can buy it and begin selling it. Now, the one thing you definitely want to be doing is keeping a list of who wants it. Okay. You definitely want, and you've seen a lot of that on social media. Would you like to get on a list, so I'll let you know the moments it's available? You've seen that. Okay. So you want to be starting your list of people that want to buy it or potential customers now. Okay. As a matter of fact, you want to go back to anybody that you've ever talked to and let them know what's coming. Okay. But in what I want to challenge you to do, and Sean used a great, analogy the other day with a plane and a runway. And what he described, and I don't know if you heard Sean Poe's call, it was the FAB call last week, but he described how we need to be building our runway now so that the plane can take off in October. And if we don't build the runway between now and October, the plane can't take off. In other words, we can't be standing still. We have to be in movement, okay? So if you ever look, you're in the right place at the right time. Can you imagine a weight loss product? This world needs a magical weight loss product. We had one in our other company. It was called Bioline, and a lot of people made 6-figure and 7-figure income because of the product. It was the first safe, no side effect, natural ephedra-based product. And we even had it studied at Johns Hopkins University. It was the product for weight loss, okay? And a lot of money was made with it. And then the government does what it does, which is be stupid, okay? And started complaining about ephedra, and they were comparing it to ephedrine, which is not ephedra, which is, they're two different things. One's synthetic, one's natural, but we had to change the formula and it never worked as good. Well, now to come out with an activator, and everybody has heard about that GLP-1 because of Ozempic and its other products. We got to build our runway, folks. We cannot be standing still and capture momentum. April and I've talked about this a million times. We say, how cool would it have been to have been here when Protandim was rolling out? Okay. That 3-year window where it went from 10 million to 200 million. How cool would that have been? And we've said it, and we caught part of it with collagen, and a lot of you did, okay, 2 years ago with collagen. But this is going to be bigger than both, because if you haven't noticed, the United States, and I can't speak for Canada, but it's by far the fattest country in the world. Okay. And whatever happens in the United States will spread all over the world. So we have an opportunity, folks, that's unbelievable from a timing standpoint. So that's, April's got some other stuff she's going to share with you, but I want to take a few minutes to acknowledge and recognize some folks that did a really good job last month with the gemstone rankings and earning some tracks for the trip and some of that stuff. But you need to find a way to dig in and start your list of who's going to buy that stuff when it comes out. Okay. There's another company or two that has a similar product, but it's not an activator. Okay. It's just a natural form, but it's not an activator. What's the difference between our collagen and everybody else's? Ours activates, nobody else's does. Okay. Ours gets our body making it again. Okay. Nobody else's does. When we create an activator that's a weight loss product, it's over, folks. I'm telling you, it is going to be the biggest thing since sliced bread. So let me go to my slides. Bear with me a second. And so I can acknowledge some folks that are really doing a good job with the business and moving right along. So like I said, July was slightly down from June, but every month you should kind of grow bigger than the month before. Okay. It just, because you're adding people in, you're maintaining what you got, and you should be adding new ones. So it should always be growing at least a little bit, but it slipped a little. I'm going to chalk that up for the dead of summer. Okay. But we're ready to roll now, and there's already been a bunch of enrollments coming in just the first 4 days. So we're pleased with what's going on. But Kenneth is maintaining. He's been at 5 times diamond for months now. He's maintaining it. Goulet is one of our really, really good producers in Europe. So you don't see her on the call. She's sleeping. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So you don't see her on the call, but Dr. Catalina Grija is always a diamond. She's getting real close to double diamond, as we are too. We're always diamond, and we're right on the brink of double diamond also here. But we have let's see. We have our sapphires, and we have Dr. Goodman. I know who is on the call here. Congratulations. That's between 2,000 and just short of 4,000. Okay. Dr. Donna Gordon, okay, is a regular sapphire person. Again, she's close to diamond. She's always over the 3,000 mark. So she's close to diamond too, but congratulations. Okay. Zuma is on the call tonight. I said hi to her earlier. She has been diamond. She's always on the brink, okay, of diamond, or is diamond, as is Jaya. Those two, and Dr. Gordon. Dr. Goodman keeps climbing and climbing, climbing every month. So either this month or next month, I'm sure he'll be diamond too. But congratulations, okay, to our sapphires and our diamonds. But we also have a new sapphire. And this was funny. I had the opportunity this past week a number of times to, for the first time really, to talk back and forth with Tien Tran. And Tien is part of Liam's group and Kenneth's group. But we were going back and forth with a number of things. And I asked her to send a picture. And I said, man, she looks like she's in junior high school. Maybe she said she's 18, Tien, congratulations. And obviously reach out anytime you need anything. You are doing a great job. And I see your name popping up all the time with enrollment. So great job. Our emeralds, Wilhelmina Fry, Dr. Wilhelmina Fry, Joanne Zabinski, Bert Brinkman is another one of our good producers. Really good producers in Europe. Dana Dema, Liddy Nash, congratulations on Emerald. Okay, our Onyx, Corolla Boystra, that's another European one. Vivian Tran, Tan and Schauke, those are the people we sponsored in Europe. Everything in Europe for our team is under them. Liam Trong, Tu Tai, Tommy Wen, Rhonda Rycraft, Georgetta Gudalisa, JL Georges. We're excited about her. She's got one of these body shaping places, and I think April was teasing her with the weight loss. So she's gonna do great. Dr. Moshe Dekel, Lynn Colombato, Noel Santucci, Dr. Noel, Criette Warrens, Jackie Gagliano, Dr. Francisco Quiros, and Diana Wright. Let me see, do I have any more? Nope, that was it on Gemstone. So congratulations on that. If I missed somebody, I deeply apologize. I went according to the computer, but please let me know if I did, and I will definitely update that before I post it. So anyway, for the Alaska trip, the track earners, and some of these tracks were double points, some were single points, but Kenneth at 8 tracks, he got a bunch of points towards Alaska. We had 2 tracks that were both double points. Catalina had a track, Dr. Goodman had a track, Jaya Castori, Diana Wright, and Life Group Europe, which is Tan and Schauke, our teammates over in Europe, all had tracks this month that earned points, and most of them were double points for the Alaska trip. Fred, before I go into the next thing, do you want to acknowledge any of your Canadian team? I don't know if you have it in front of you. I didn't mention it to you, but you want to share any?
Yeah, I do. We so in July, Debbie Riggs was for Emerald, the gem ranks. Debbie was a Emerald, and my second position went Emerald again. And Onyx, I'll just read the list. With new in Onyx is Dan Kranz, but Carol Manzi, Shirley, Lori LeBlanc, Nadine Jeffries, Ivana Turnick, Kim Angel, Teresa Hoffenberg, Ron Hunt, and Cynthia Harris. And one track, we're just want to really congratulate David Inlow because he earned a track as well for Alaska. And the month before, rank advancements, we had some that they got points for the trip as well.
Great.
So congratulations, everybody. Though.
Yeah, congrats to everybody out there. Okay. Write this down. I already posted this, but I want you to be aware. Our team opportunity Zoom, or the opportunity presentation that we did, I think it was just last week. Things happen so fast. I think it was last Monday. It's going to come quicker in August. April and I have a lot of traveling, and that we don't want to have any conflict with the company with some of this stuff also. So it's going to be Monday the 19th instead of we would have normally picked the 26th, but it's Monday the 19th. So, that's 2 weeks from tomorrow. Okay, is our team. We did something a little different with the invite, and there's two of them. One is giving them the opportunity for you to post it and have them message you for the ID number. The other one, I'll show you in a second, has the ID number on it, so you can do whatever you want to do with that. But so anyway, one thing I want to share with you is funny. Fred and I were texting a little bit about this. We had 50 people on last Monday, and 24 of them were guests, which is just freaking unbelievable. Half of the people were guests, but the 24 people belong to just 5 people. 5 people had all the guests out of the 50. So I want to challenge you folks. This is an easy way to expose the business to people. It's an easy way for them to get, a 30-minute overview and be a part of the Hollywood Squares and be on it live with the Zoom. And, the results are so much better when you can do it that way. But work to get guests on, and a lot of those people enrolled. Some of them enrolled that night. Okay, afterwards, when I got up in the morning, some of the people that were on as guests had already enrolled by the morning. So that meant they signed up that night. So just keep it in mind. 5 of the 50 people had 24 guests. Okay, so there's no reason why, and it's funny, Fred was saying, well, it's the same 80-20-10. It is, but let's try and change the 80-20-10, let's because this is just an invite, man. This is, we're doing the presentation for you. We're giving them directions. We're sending them back to you to get enrolled. Just invite them, get them on and confirm with them, create some desire in the people. Let them know they're missing out. And we will do a little teaser on the 19th about the new product. Okay, we won't do a lot about it, but we're going to let them know, besides the 2 activators that they learned about, which obviously is the protandim and the collagen, that we have a new natural GLP activator weight loss product coming out real soon. We won't give dates. We won't do whatever, but so get yourself activated now, so when that comes out, your body's ready to get the best benefit available. Something like that, but we will do a teaser in there. We're not going to give any information because we don't have any information. Okay, we have nothing, and we will not have been at Rise Retreat yet where they're giving us the product, because this will be the Monday before we go. So we won't have anything to share there. Okay, obviously, the blue will be the link if you want to send the link out with an invite that is already posted in the group, the Facebook group. All right, it's already there. And the other one, you've seen this before. I talk about it every time we do it. And then this is the other invite. These are all on Collagen Picks already. They're all in the Facebook Team Unity group already. Okay, so you can download them, help yourself to them. This was the one that has the number on it. Okay. And for those of you that may not have figured it out yet, it's the same number as we're on tonight. Okay. The Zoom, whether it's our launch or it's our training, okay, it's the same ID number. So you can look back at last month if you're ever lost, it's the same number. All righty. Anyway, April, if you're ready, I'm going to stop sharing.
Yeah.
And give it to you.
All right. How's everybody doing? Good? Doing good? I want to talk a little bit about getting people on the launch, as Bobby's talking about. That can't be your first reach out, really. There's so many Zooms and stuff out there. And so what I like to do is put a little social proof in. Maybe you've already sent them a video. Maybe you've given them some kind of introduction or something. That would be the best thing to get them to agree to take a look at a video. And then, more social proof is using not only your Facebook, so hopefully you're posting some things in your story, occasionally on your wall, but again, I'm going to go to Lifespan Matters. So what I actually did, because I realized that a lot of people, they scroll Facebook, but they're really not good at how to put people in Lifespan Matters or how to connect with your own link. It's one of those things when you're talking to people, sometimes it may be your comfort zone to get them, you got to get their contact info. If you're not comfortable asking for their phone number, even if you get their phone number, I want to get their phone number. I want to get them on Facebook so that I can get them in Lifespan Matters. I want to get their email. We are all about databasing. We need to get people's information because we can have so many more conversations if we have their contact numbers. But if we just leave them in one spot, let's say we just leave them all, in Facebook, well, Facebook does something to your account, which we've heard happen to people. What if you had them in Lifespan Matters at least so that they could be continually dripped on, so they can continually see the different stories. So I did a little video. I'll actually post this in our team group as well. Let me see it. All right, it's not even here. Here it is. Okay. All right, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to play this. I played it kind of slow. I talked slow in it so that you can see. But if you don't see it or get the gist of it here, I'll put it in the training group at all. But again, it's important to be able to share your Facebook address. So let's say you're talking to somebody and you can't find them on Facebook. You can be able to give this link to them so that they can connect with you and make friends with you. So I'm gonna put that on. Okay, let's talk about your personal Facebook profile, how you can go ahead and share that with someone. So if you just go here, I'm on just regular Facebook home page, go to your picture, click it. Okay. And up here, you will see, it says facebook.com/April Wagner 407. That is my Facebook address. You can simply just copy it and paste it. And then this will allow someone to connect with you, to add them to be a friend with you so that you can continue to connect with them. Okay. So that's the easy part. That's how we're going to get somebody. If you're trying to find somebody on Facebook and they can't find you and you can't find them, just go up here, copy this after you've clicked on, once you've clicked on this. So let me go back again and we'll do it. So I'm going back home. The page that you open is home. I'm going to go over here, click my profile. And then I'm going to go up here and I'm going to copy this. And now I can share with people the location of my Facebook site so that we can go ahead and connect. So easy as that. Okay, let's go back to and also show how to get to Lifespan Matters. We're going to do exactly the same thing. So I'm going to go to Lifespan Matters. I can invite them here if they're a friend already. So I'll click invite Facebook friends, invite with email. That's easy enough. if you're trying to show the group to someone, again, go up here, copy and paste it, and send it to them. And again, we want to do this for numerous reasons I'll continue with, but that is how we are going to go and grab these links so that we can share them with people so that they're in our group. And I hope that helps. Okay, so I'm going to stop the share. Okay. So that's how we're going to get people in these groups, you know, whether it be when you sign somebody up into the team group or you just want to get them in Lifespan Matters. Again, we've talked about the value of leaving them in Lifespan Matters because they continually get dripped on, or they may go there if all of a sudden they're having an issue or their family's having an issue or they need more information on our products. This is our social proof. You know, when you get somebody on the launch and they see 50 people on there, that's social proof. Because we don't do meetings in person, we need to drip on people a little bit more. So you want to be able to have all these different avenues for them. When you're sending these links to, whether it be on the launch, it has to be a live link. So you can't just copy and paste what Bobby put up there, because that's not a live link. When you put it in Messenger, if there's not some lines under it, if it's not highlighted, it's not a live link. So make sure, again, if you're sending your Facebook address, you copy and paste it, then put it in a text message or something. And now all computers, you got your text message right below. So it's not even like you've got to go to your phone. But so important that it be a live link so that you can get, and you know, any testimonies you come up with. We've had some really great testimonies in this group. But again, any more testimonies? I know Catalina put one from, I guess, a friend or a patient or a customer, somebody that just signed up or is using the product for a little while. So that was really cool. But you know, our whole business is about consistency. It's the beauty of our business is we don't have to, you know, Bobby and I would talk about time clocks. Remember time clocks? Do you ever remember punching into a time clock years ago? I kind of forgotten all about those, but
We
because
saw
we
it
haven't
in a
had
movie. That's
jobs.
what brought it
Yeah,
up.
we haven't had jobs in so long, forgot all about those. I don't even know if they're still around or anything. But anyway, so, but you know, you don't need huge chunks of time in this business to be able to say, like, I'm going to work from 2 to 5 or, you know, 12 to 8 or, you know, and that's the beauty of this business. But consistency has to be there. You know, we've talked about the consistency chain. We've talked about things, you know, what is your daily method of operation? Do you do 1 or 2 reach outs? You know, the problem with that is it seems like so little. But we talk about the compound effect, the effect that if you talk about 2 people today, 2 people tomorrow, 2 people, you know, and you only work 5 days, you've got 10 people now in your funnel. But we don't ever seem to get around to the 2. And, you know, it's a funny thing. The more people that you talk to, the better you get over time. You're able to just, you know, your posture is much better. So important that we just be consistent with doing reach outs, talking to people, getting them into Lifespan Matters, making sure that we have their contact information. Because then when the launch comes around, you've got a whole group of people that you've been talking to over the last 2 weeks. And now you can say, you know, we've got this really cool launch. I know you're just going to want to be on it. But there's so many Zooms out there that you're competing against. If you just try to send a link to somebody and say, you know, we've got the greatest collagen activator in the world, and, you know, here's my before and after, it's not going to happen. There's too much competition out there. But if you've been talking to them all along, having a conversation, being consistent, creating that relationship, then they will be on it. If they say they'll be on it, they'll be on it. But it's just not, it's not like you just don't go down to your phone and copy and paste. So make use of the group. You know, I've found I've had a lot of people that I forgot fell through the cracks, and all of a sudden they pop up and you know they're interested in at least the products, and that helps you become diamond, and that's how you make more money. Because even your customers in there, if you're not consistently talking to them, they're seeing the results of other people. You know, we can take the Pretandem day after day after day, but all of us around here, we hear the testimonies, we know the results, we see the science. But what about the person that's just opening their cabinet every morning and taking a pill? And maybe you've done this with other ones, you have other nutritional products, you take them every day and it's time to reorder, and you're like, I don't know if it's doing anything, because maybe it's keeping you healthy, but we don't give that a lot of credit these days. So when they see these testimonies on people, it makes a huge impact on them because they're like, wow, don't want to get that or look at that, or it just kind of cements why we're using the product. So if you want to keep your customers on the products, again, put them in the group. So it's easy enough. It's just we got to remember to do it. So hopefully that helped you a little bit more as far as how to grab somebody else's Facebook link, how you can share it with yours with them, and then how to put them in the group. So, and I always, when I text somebody, I send them the invite, but I also send them that link so they can see what the cover page looks like, how it pops up now, so they can see it from both ways. Because a lot of people, again, don't know to look in Facebook notifications for the invite. So they may miss the invite totally. So that's a better way to let them know where the group is, and then they can click on it as well. So back to you, Bobby. That's about it.
Just keep in mind, folks, that whenever somebody posts in Lifespan Matters, and make sure if you do post a test, that's just for testimonies, a customer's or your own, whatever it might be. Make sure that it's clean and professional. Make sure it looks right. Keep in mind that everybody that's in that group, when somebody posts something, they get a notification. And we call it social proof, but the fact is it's proof. Okay, it's proof of what happens. And you see the effect that the before and after pictures have had with the collagen. Wait till you see the before and after pictures with weight loss as that starts going, okay? Then you'll have Protandim testimonies, you'll have collagen testimonies, you'll have weight loss testimonies. And every time a testimony goes in there, they get notified. And there's enough of us monitoring that. So let's say your person, let me tell you what's happened a number of times. Somebody that one of you put in there, one of those people comments on somebody's post, and we may see it before you do. And we will text you immediately saying, your friend Donna just commented on Fred's post about collagen. Okay, and you can reach out. Now, you can go to Lifespan and see it yourself, but you can reach out to the person. Okay, so, and one of the things Marge says she don't get notified, that's because you're not active on it. If you're active on it, okay, then Facebook knows you're going to it and they will notify you. If you don't go to it, they won't. Okay, so that's something that you should be checking on every day to see if something new has been posted or not. But you also want the algorithm knowing that that is something that's important to you. Let me tell you how crazy Facebook is. We're working with some new people, and when I have put that person's name and phone number in my phone, all of a sudden Facebook is, where they suggest friends? All of a sudden that person's showing up as a suggestion for a friend. I haven't looked for them on Facebook. I put them in my phone. If you don't think everything we do is being spied on and watched, you're kidding yourself, okay? Imagine I just put Lynn in my phone, okay, for the first time. We met on an airplane. Her name and number goes in, and I go home, and there's a friend suggestion saying I should add Lynn to my friends. How did they get that? Because they knew I put her name and number in my phone. Okay, how does Facebook do that? I don't know. Okay, but they do it. Okay, just like how does Alexa know what you're doing when you go into the food store and stuff? I don't know. Okay, it just does. It knows everything. So let the group work for you. It gives you the ability to innocently forget and still get reminded that somebody's in there and might be interested. Okay, so it's what I call it's free advertising for you. If you put your customers and your prospects in there, okay, it's free advertising. And you may have a collagen person that sees the GLP-1 product and says, oh, cool, now I'll use the weight loss product. Okay, and you'll get a 112 points will turn into whatever, 250. And obviously that doubles your pay. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But as far as sharing information, we did it. We got a couple minutes. You got any questions? Anybody? Comments or questions? This is the time, folks, to build your runway between now and October. This is when you want to have all your people in Lifespan Matters so they see all the updates that are coming and let that group drip on your people for you. But, we're coming into some exciting times, but we got to have our runway built before the product rolls out. Otherwise, we miss it. We don't want to miss it. Anyone?
Great info, Bob.
Question.
Awesome.
Question.
Go ahead.
I was talking to a new potential customer today who, immediately ran to her computer and said, "Oh, I see I can buy Protandem on Amazon or Walmart." And I said, "Well, it's not real Protandem. It's probably from China." And
no, let me correct you there, Ira. It is real Protandem. We own the spot. Corporate owns it, and the prices are 20 to 25% higher. We're there on purpose. With that spot on Amazon is there to make you look good because you're offering it at a much lower price than Amazon is.
And Walmart?
Same thing.
Okay.
Walmart,
right.
I don't know if it's supposed to be there. They may be chasing down illegals, and that could be an illegal product. But Amazon, we control corporately. It took years for them to get it. Protandem's, I think it's almost $80 on Amazon, and it makes us look good. That's why we did it. And we got rid of all the illegal selling that was going on because they're patented products and LifeVantage owns the formulas. So Amazon will not allow anybody to sell anything manufactured by LifeVantage on Amazon other than LifeVantage.
I see. Okay. So, but there was a problem at one point of fake.
Years ago.
I think when I first, years ago. Okay.
Yeah, years ago. And again, I don't know what goes on in the Asian countries. I don't know what goes on with China, but as far as Amazon goes, it is real product that's much more expensive than what we sell it for.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
use it as a tool to help. I say, you save a lot of money getting it from us. Amazon is 20% higher. And, they don't even look because I said it first.
Well, if it's $80, it's 33% higher, right?
Depending on if they go on subscription or pay one-time retail, it just depends on what they choose.
Right.
Or if they're a consultant and pay consultant price, then it is definitely. Anyone else? Who wants to build their runway longer and faster? Anyone? It's time, folks. I'm telling you, this is, we've all said it many times about many things in our lives. Boy, I wish I could have. Boy, I wish I knew. Boy, I wish I had advance notice. Boy, you do. Okay. And I don't know when the class action lawsuit against Ozempic is going to go public. But can you imagine us having a safe, healthy alternative that works with GLP-1, and then all of a sudden those lawyers are on TV saying, if you ever used Ozempic, the routine with the lawyers and the commercials on TV, we want to be rolling before they're on TV. That's what we want to do, and we have a chance to do that, and all of us deserve it. Okay, we all deserve it. But we still got to do our part. Okay, we need to do our part. Anyone else? April, any last thoughts?
No. Good.
Everybody good? Well, I'm excited, folks. And just remember, 2 weeks from tomorrow is our launch. Okay, so again, it's coming up a little earlier, but the invites are there, the links there, everything's in not Lifespan Matters, everything's in Team Unity or the Collagen Picks site. So, all right. Have a good night, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. I'll get this posted in the group by the morning.